One of the major ignored problems in Africa is negligence, the unmindfulness on issues in our societies until those issues turn around and become destruction. That is when we start paying attention or start seeking solutions. Sometimes it's too late, and sometimes it might just be a little more difficult. We don't take precautions, or create awareness on issues in our societies, be it political issues, be it economic, be it environmental issues. We just don't pay attention, and this is something that not just the average African is guilty of, but also the politicians, the elites are also guilty of this, And I know a lot of Africans will relate to this or would relate to this, But I'm not gonna focus on the whole of Africa. My focus is gonna be Sierra Leone, because I have an agenda. Now, let's take it to Sierra Leone and starting with social issues, And on social issues, I have homelessness. Homelessness is something Sierra Leoneans are not paying attention on currently, but it's getting to a point where it's gonna become a major issue, I was recently in Sierra Leone, and I was in Freetown. Most of the time when I want to go to the rural area, like the second capital, Bo, I usually leave in the night. So before morning, I will get to Bo. Driving in the night in Freetown, starting from the western area, going to the eastern before you go to the eastern part of Sierra Leone, or the eastern part of Freetown. Just driving in the city, you will see the amount of homeless people, and these are all young people. These are youths that you even imagine, that are supposed to have job, trying to build future, but no, these people are homeless. And I try to really find out what are some of the reasons, to this homelessness. I remember I spoke with one guy around Lumley Beach, so that is the roundabout going to Lumley Beach. He was talking about, the high cost of rent in Freetown, and it's true. Freetown is becoming so expensive, for citizens to afford. Most of the rent now are being charged in dollar. The city is inflated. That is just one on the social issues, one of the problems on the social issues. Another one is violence. I think most of you Sierra Leoneans are familiar already with the issue of Kush. How Kush, the powder, was destroying the youth, of Sierra Leone, even to the extent they become, thieves. When they take this Kush, they become violent. They don't even know what to do. Or when they lack Kush, they can do anything. They can steal from people, go to neighborhoods, steal just to go and have Kush, And the current president didn't really pay attention on this. Until later he came and make a state of emergency, all of that, and that was when it was almost too late or almost difficult. So you see, what I'm saying, we don't pay attention on these issues. That is just the social issues. Now let's come to the environmental issues and also the political issues, political issues that I think is even the root, of all these other issues I've mentioned. Now let's talk about environment. Have you realized how Freetown, the capital, has become so hot? Like the climate change in Freetown is something, we are not really talking about what, it's getting there. I mean, we just faced mudslide not quite long ago. The amount of greenhouse gases, pouring into the country from these, rotting cars being shipped from abroad, the exhaust from the cars, also from factories, Chinese factories or whatever factories that are coming to the country. They are not really putting measures in place, maybe planting more trees to maybe recycle these greenhouse gases or whatever they have to do about it. And also even other activities in Freetown, like burning, trashes, burning coal, and also I can even say air pollution. When you walk in the heart of Freetown or even the corners of Freetown, you see the amount of plastics being dumped. And in terms of burning coals and all that, most of the households in Freetown or in Sierra Leone use coal to cook, and where are these coal majorly made? Like in areas like maybe in the rural areas, you get even sometimes very close to the capital, Freetown. The smoke every day that comes into the country. We don't pay attention on these things. Like you might think, oh, it's just coal, you are burning coal, but that is already destroying. That is already destroying the environment. Climate change is an issue, especially a country like Sierra Leone that have faced a lot of crises. Yeah. So, environmental issues are also something that we are ignoring in Sierra Leone, and I think it's just a matter of time until we also have another crisis. Maybe that's when we start to pay attention, but that's not going to happen because I'm going to make sure we really create more awareness on issues like this, to take precautions and all of that. Now to the political issues. Have you realized how, since independence for decades now, every 4 years, of our lives, we are being asked to go and vote for the same people that are going to contribute to our destruction. These so-called leaders, we are not even talking about why are these people are so bad in terms of leadership. Now we are complaining about Madabio's administration. I'm one of those people. I'm against Madabio, and I will keep criticizing Madabio administration. But that, however, doesn't mean Madabio's administration is the only bad administration. Madabio's administration is just the worst because of the era we are in now. After 4 years again, trust me, you will go and queue in line, vote again for another person that is going to come to power and also make things worse, to even the extent you will start preferring again Madabio's administration. You even start saying Madabio's administration was better. Why? Because we are not also paying attention on who are the people that are really gonna lead us. Now the worst of us is leading us. You know what I mean? Like, the worst people in the country are the ones now being leader that are leading us. So you don't expect the worst of us leading us and expect the good. You can only expect the worst out of it. And that is because we don't have, from the initial stage, we don't have structure, be it social structure or educational structure or whatever. Because these leaders are also just following the neo-colonial structure, being in the front line for the destruction or the undermining the development and true independence of Sierra Leone. That is it. Our education system is damaged. Nobody's talking about that. And this is the same education system that's trained leaders. And you expect these leaders to come and make change or make difference? No. They are just gonna do the work of the neo-colonialist. So it's hard time we start, creating awareness on issues, political issues, social issues, environmental issues, if we really want the Sierra Leone, a better Sierra Leone for our kids, or even for us now. This change starts now. Make sure we create more awareness, and by creating awareness, also involve, act. That is episode 1, season 1, episode 1 of my I don't know what to call it. So I decided to create a challenge where I'll be posting almost every day. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be posting every day, but I really want to challenge myself to be posting, every day on these issues that I just mentioned today, in Sierra Leone. So I'm naming it Think Salon, because I really want thinkers, critical thinkers, spark minds in Sierra Leone, so we can collectively work and build the Sierra Leone that we want. So make sure you follow me, as I'm going to be dropping more videos on this. For the next 30 days or even more, I'm going to be dropping videos on these issues. So I want us to take good use of the social media, not just to come and laugh and top our phone, go back to our realities. And what are the realities? Suffering, poverty, unemployment, for other crises in our environment, in our society. So I will end it here, and I hope I will see you in the next one, in the next episode, episode 2 of season 1, where I'm going to be talking about the private sector in Sierra Leone. So thank you for making it to this point, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.